Welcome back, everyone. Second video for your toolkit, your mindfulness strategies for holiday time, so that you can absolutely experience your own joy and cheer through this time, this season even. Doesn't have to be just the events that are coming up, but the whole time. So now we're on to positives, using positives to bring us calm and resilience no matter what. So in this, of course, we're working mostly on thoughts. So last time we were using strategies for the body, and this time we're using thoughts, our thought practice. And in mindfulness, we like to talk about this idea of turning the mind, which is just intentionally choosing the focus of our thoughts instead of letting it just run wild. And usually when we do that, especially when we're stressed out, our brain tends to go to thoughts that feel negative or anxiety provoking. And so mindfulness is intentional. We're intentionally choosing our thoughts. And then in doing that, our emotions and our body sensations tend to follow. So first one, simple. Again, you can do any of these anytime in any situation, whether you're journaling, doing a mindfulness practice, or you're out and about at an event, or running those last minute shopping errands, or anything that's going on for you. You can absolutely use these no matter what. So we just have to remember to do it. So first one here is looking around you to notice what's well. Simple, right? We don't have to try to change our mind about anything that's going on. We're just looking at what is well, what is pleasant, what is okay, what is safe. Looking around us. Maybe I'm looking at things that bring me joy, like even seeing the sparkly lights. I love those sparkly lights. They bring me so much joy. I smile every time I see a house totally lit up for the holidays. Or maybe looking around you at, the table is set and looks nice. Maybe what's well is everybody who you want to be in this moment with you is here and doing well. It might also be just the day-to-day stuff, right? So the room that I'm in right now, clearly I'm not having a holiday gathering at the moment, but what's well is that there's a project that I just completed and it looks nice. The plants that are across the room for me are growing and healthy, which isn't easy for me, by the way. I'm not really great at keeping plants alive, so that is something that is positive and well. So whatever it might be, it could be very basic things. It doesn't have to be any grand positive that we're looking for. Just what's okay, what's well, what's even pleasant in this moment, just looking around at what's in front of us. So that's number one. Number two is focusing on our why, our reason, what's meaningful to us, right? We get a lot of messages about how we're supposed to feel or what things are supposed to mean to us, especially about these like traditions and holiday gatherings. And in some ways, it might be religious or spiritual for you. And so we get a lot of messages about how it's supposed to be. So I think it's really, really helpful to get clear for yourself what something is about for you. What for you has meaning and purpose. So for example, if there's a gathering that you're going to be going to and you're not really looking forward to it, maybe you're not a huge fan of the crowd that's going to be there, it might be about something else. What are you looking forward to? What is your reason that feels positive to you for going? Maybe it's something as simple as being supportive to somebody who you're going with or who will be there, and that's in line with your values. It's meaningful to you to be of support. Maybe it's that you are looking forward to that conversation with somebody that you haven't seen in a few years, and that's what you can focus on. Not all the other things that are stressing you out or the people or situations that you're not really digging so much, but just really bringing your mind to that conversation that you're looking forward to being around that one person. Maybe for you, it's something completely different, some other meaning, some other purpose, something that's really in line with your true values. And it might be something pretty intangible. It doesn't have to be about a person. It doesn't have to be about a thing. It doesn't have to be about an action. It might just be more about what your truth is. And by living through that value, that's what's meaningful for you. That's what's purposeful for you. That's living on purpose, right? So focusing on that, turning your mind to your reason. What's meaningful to you here? What's purposeful for you? And that can be your positive that you focus on before, during, and maybe even after. Okay, last one, third one here. Third, turning the mind is the things that we are grateful for. So this can be very generic, like we can just kind of spew off things really that are like the things that we're supposed to be grateful for, which is fine and dandy. However, I would encourage you to go a little bit deeper with your gratitude practice. So intentionally thinking about something that you are grateful for, and then all of the reasons why you are grateful, or all the things that are coming up about that person, that situation, that thing that you are grateful for. And so it might be something about grateful for the people or a specific person. It might be that you're feeling grateful to have the time off. And then thinking through more specifically, what is it about that person? What is it about having time off that really brings you gratitude? Grateful for the time to relax, to rejuvenate. Grateful for the time to reconnect to yourself. Grateful to have time for your spirituality. Time for really, really diving into special quality time with people that you love and care about, whatever it might be. But I just really encourage you, like when we're turning our minds to what we're grateful for, that we get pretty dang specific about it, that we get really into why. And the more we think about it, the more that gratitude feeling rises and fills us up. So last note on these 3 strategies of turning our mind to positive. So looking around at what's well, focusing on our meaning and purpose, and really intentionally digging into the gratitudes that we have. The more we can sit with those thoughts, the more those emotions can fill us up. So in managing our thoughts in an intentional way, our emotions start to go with it. And the more we're filled with positives and gratitude and feeling purposeful and in line with our values and the feelings that come up with that, naturally what happens is our mind and body starts to calm down as well. And then we're more resilient. So the things that are coming up that we're not so fond of, or the things that would normally be pretty stressful to us, maybe they're just not so dang impactful on us anymore, because we're connected to our positives and we're seeing things through the lens of what's positive. And when we focus on that, we can let the rest go. That's what it's kind of all about, right? Is letting the rest go. All right, my friends, thank you so much for tuning into this video. Coming up, one more. Actually, there's 2 more. There's a bonus. Did you know that? There's a bonus video, my special tips and tricks. But this next one is also going to be super, super helpful. We're really going to dive into equanimity and using our grounded, centered place to be resilient no matter what comes up for you in these holiday seasons. So I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for joining in.